Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Mariana. If you're not, welcome back. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get this look, which is like a really nice kind of bronzy, safe, wedding type of look or any formal event type of look. So I thought this would be really universal, basically, that you could wear with pretty much anything, something that was safe and easy to do. Also want to mention that I got a new microphone. Okay, so if you hear mouth sounds, I'm very sorry, but my audio quality has just gotten that much better. So I'm going to show you guys how to get this eyeshadow look today, and it is going to be super easy. I really like how it came out, and I feel like these colors really complement brown eyes, so yay. So this is me with my bare eyes. I also want to mention that you should definitely prep your lids because I did not, and the eyeshadow came out a little bit patchy. It looked good in the end like you just saw, but still I definitely recommend priming your eyelids. So the shadow palette that I used for this was the Violet Voss All of You Forever palette. This palette is super cute and it is very warm toned and green toned, but I just used the burgundies and golds in this. And I also went ahead and used this brush, which is like a flat shader brush. This is my favorite eyeshadow brush to use to make any type of look. And the first shade that I used was this burgundy brown shade. So I went ahead and just packed on this shade on the outer corner of my eye and kind of just outlined my lid. So I concentrated most of the pigment toward the outer corner because that's where I wanted the darkest part of the eyeshadow to be. And then I just dragged the excess in toward the crease, toward the inner corner of my eye. And I just kept gradually adding more just to make sure that the eyeshadow looked even going into the crease and toward the inner corner of the eye. So I just packed on and just like kept gradually packing on more shadow because it's just better to gradually build the eyeshadow rather than to put on too much at once. And I had to go back in a couple times and like add more to the crease just because it was looking a little bit patchy, and I also wanted this to be like the darkest shadow or the darkest part of my eyes. So this is actually going to add definition and depth to the outer corner as well as the crease. So we are going for like a kind of soft glam bronzy type of look. So I went ahead and kind of buffed out the edges of this too after I got to the shade that I wanted it to be, just to make it easier to blend the next shade, which is this shade right here, which is kind of like a burnt orange shade, but this is a little bit lighter than that deep burgundy shade, and I kind of wanted to fade this deep burgundy outer corner crease thing into a lighter transition shade as I went toward the brow bone. So the way that I applied this was I flipped the brush to the side and I just like gradually built up the eyeshadow to the kind of opacity that I wanted. Wow, look at me. So I basically just built the eyeshadow and just gradually added more using really light pressure with the brush, and just kind of created like a gradient and just tried to fade it from the outer corner and from that burgundy shade and just fade it from there to the brow bone. So I packed on most of it where the burgundy shade was, and then I just like released pressure gradually going up toward the brow bone and then just kind of like tapered it off as I went. So this is going to act as the transition shade for the eyeshadow look. I'm not going in with another shade after this for this area, and I also kind of extended the outer corner as well. Then I went in with this gold shade. I actually ended up mixing it with a different shade, but this is me putting the gold shade on first, and basically I'm just filling that gap that I left on my actual lid. So I am not really making this clean or anything, but I'm just applying it and just literally filling that gap, filling that hole. So I actually decided to mix these two shades together, which is like a gold and a rose gold shade, because I felt like it went better with the rest of the colors and I didn't want it to just be straight gold, but you can do whatever you want, you know. So I basically, like I said, just packed it on and filled that gap. And then as for the edges, I kind of just like roughly buffed them out just to kind of blend it into the matte shade, which is a little bit difficult because blending matte and shimmer is kind of somewhat not easy. But I actually went ahead in with this blending brush as I saw that the like outer corner and like the transition area was looking a little patchy. Like I said, I did not prep my lids, but I kind of tried to smooth them out and make them look a little bit like even blended. So I just like roughly went over it with this clean blending brush. Then I actually picked up some of that. I actually mixed the two shades together, the dark brown and that burnt orange shade, and then I just went in around the edges of the shimmer shade just to kind of try to blend the shimmer with the matte shade. So that's basically what I'm doing right now. Just going over the edges of the shimmer shade just to make sure that it looks nice and blended and that it looks pretty seamless and not really choppy or harsh at all. So that's basically all that I did after I got it to where I felt like it looked fine and didn't look harsh. I went ahead and what did I do? We're still blending. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I went ahead and did the lower lash line after that. So that was basically it for like the lid area. Right now I'm doing the lower lash line because I just wanted to add a little bit more definition to my eyes. I usually do like to do a lot of like dramatic looks, so this one is like on the more like simpler side for me. Not to say that if you did this you're not dramatic enough. Anyway, back to the eyeshadow tutorial. I got a microphone and I don't know how to act anymore, so sorry. I guess I'll leave this in the video. But after I went ahead and applied that dark burgundy shade to the bottom lower lash line, I applied the burnt orange shade as well just to give it some like depth. And then I took my concealer brush, and this is one of my favorite steps of doing eyeshadow. I use my LA Pro Girl concealer and I went ahead and just cleaned up the outer corner. So this is actually going to make the shadow look symmetrical and just like nice and clean and give your shape a really nice eye shape. So this is one of my favorite things to do during my whole eyeshadow routine. So I also want to mention, if you do this, definitely use a concealer that matches whatever is going on under your eyes. So I went ahead and blended it out with the Real Techniques brush, and after that I went ahead and added some black liner under my eyes, like I said, just to add a little bit more definition and add a little bit more drama to the look. And I also wanted to bring out my eyes as well, because all of these colors on my eyes are complementing my eye color very well. So after I applied the black liner, I went in with mascara. So this is the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I highly recommend. This is a very good mascara. I am a fan. I went ahead and applied some mascara on the top and the bottom of my lashes. So also I did apply falsies, but I will show you guys what this looks like without those. So definitely up to you and your preference on whatever you like to do, or your skill level. If you just prefer mascara alone, or if you do like to add lashes, whatever you want. So like I said, I did apply to the bottom and the top, and I just feel like it just brought the whole thing together. It looks so good. I'm so proud. So this is what it looks like without the lashes and just the mascara. It looks really good. And then I actually went ahead and mixed these two shades together, the white and kind of rose gold shade, and I popped that in the inner corner. I just feel like this ties the look together as well. And like I said, it's kind of like a bronzy, sultry, soft glam look, so I feel like it just pulled it together really well and just kind of went with the whole bronzy kind of moment. So this is me applying the false lashes, and this is what it looks like with falsies on. So this is the final look. I really like how it came out. It looks super cute. It was super easy to do. This was a very in-depth tutorial. Literally took me like 10 minutes to do. So I definitely recommend. I feel like this will go with anything warm toned. So that was it for today's video, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any suggestions, let me know. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and like this video before you leave. Also, if you like eyeshadow tutorials, definitely suggest following me on my TikTok account. There is a whole bunch of eyeshadow inspiration there, as well as my Instagram. Everything will be in the description box below, as well as all of the products that I used. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!